In a big development today, the top court of the country has issued notices to many states challenging the anti-conversion law in these states. Some of these states, including Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan. A state like Rajasthan has some stringent anti-conversion laws which can actually put you behind bars for life. The petitioners say that these laws are being misused, especially where inter-religious couples are concerned. The top court of the country today has now given 4 weeks' time for these states to respond on the anti-conversion law in their state.
The Supreme Court has asked several states to form responses on petitions challenging anti-conversion laws. They have been granted 4 weeks to respond. The petitioners have claimed that the laws were being used to harass inter-religious couples and restrict religious observances. The states notified by the apex court in the matter include Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand and Karnataka. The petitions brought by various organizations including Jamaat-e-Ulema Hind and Citizens for Justice and Peace allege that the anti-conversion laws are being weaponized to target individuals from different religious backgrounds. Now both the petitioners and the respondent states have been given a time-bound opportunity to present comprehensive arguments.
It's a batch of petitions which have been filed by a range of petitioners challenging the different laws passed by states which go under the name of freedom of religion, but that is actually more of a misnomer. What these laws actually do is to create so many hurdles in the exercise of freedom of conscience, as well as people who may choose to voluntarily, freely convert or make marriages of their choice.
The bench of Chief Justice of India B.R. Gavai and Justice K. Vinod Chandra would consider whether to grant a stay on the operation of the laws after receiving responses from the states. The next hearing on the matter is scheduled to take place in 6 weeks. With Anisha Mathur, Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to cut across right now to our legal correspondent, Anisha Mathur, who's joining us live for more. Anisha, can you get us up to speed with the latest development coming in from the top court? Some of these laws in certain states have been deeply contentious. For example, Rajasthan, where somebody can be put behind bars under the anti-conversion law for life.
Well, yes, Preeti, we've seen these petitions remain pending for almost 4 or 5 years now. Some of these petitions, particularly those which challenged the UP anti-conversion law, the MP conversion law, have been pending since 2020. And now fresh applications have been moved saying that these matters need to be heard on an urgent basis, especially since some states, including Rajasthan, UP, Madhya Pradesh, are coming up with amendments to these laws which are making them even stricter. One of the arguments that was made before the court today was that with these recent amendments, with the newer laws being brought by some of the states, as you said, Rajasthan, the punishments are getting stricter. The people who can complain regarding fraudulent conversions is being made more arbitrary, and that is where senior advocate C.U. Singh had argued today that this will cause a problem, and this is being in fact used in some states to harass couples who are in inter-religious relationships. It is even being used by some in some areas to cause problems when it comes to religious observances. In fact, even for festivals of certain religions which are being held, even there some mobs have come in, and these were the examples that were given by the before the court by the lawyers, saying that there must be a stay on operation, particularly of these amended provisions, because first of all, what they've done is made the anti-conversion law extremely stringent. Minimum 7 years or to 20 years of imprisonment has been is now an option. In fact, even life imprisonment for fraudulent or deceitful conversion. How a provision is considered, how a conversion is considered fraudulent or deceptive is something that is not defined. If this is something that even the court has questioned, how exactly is somebody saying that XYZ has converted through fraud? fraud, that needs to be defined properly. So a lot of questions are being asked about these laws, and remember there are at least 10 states in the country which have these extremely stringent laws. So after 4 weeks now, all of these states will file their response. Back to you.
Right. Anisha, after four weeks' time for all of these states, to file in their responses, but some of the petitioners, Anisha, are actually inter-religious married couples where laws of anti-conversion have been slapped.
Well, yes, Preeti, if you see what the petitions are in the court, there are about 15 petitions before the court, including, in fact, a suo motu matter that the Supreme Court itself had taken up in 2022. This was when some reports had come in of inter-religious couples being harassed. There were, in fact, petitions filed by some couples who said that we've had to run away and seek police protection because these laws are being misused against us. So we'll have to see how this is going to be taken up, because these matters, as I said, have been pending for several years now. The initial petitions had come in back in 2020 when the UP law had come in. And the questions about harassment, the questions about harassing not just couples but also religious practitioners, about interfering in religious ceremonies, those have been raised multiple times. And now, once again, with these petitions now saying there must be a stay on these acts, and particularly on the new amendments, we'll see what happens after 6 weeks when the matters are taken up again. Back to you.